Let me ask you something. What if the miracles you're waiting for aren't waiting for you at all? What if they're already here right now and you just haven't noticed them yet? Here's the thing, manifesting miracles isn't about working harder or trying to force something to happen. It's not about chasing your dreams or endlessly wishing for something to change. It's about one simple shift, a shift so profound, it might just change everything for you. Are you ready for it? Here it is. The key to manifesting miracles is stepping out of the constant noise in your mind and into the present moment. That's it. Now, I know what you're thinking. How could something so simple make such a huge difference? Well, let's break it down. Most of us live in our heads, right? We're either stuck in the past, replaying what went wrong, or we're lost in the future, worrying about what's coming or dreaming about what we want. And all that mental chatter, it's like static. It drowns out the one place where miracles actually happen, the now. Here's the truth. Miracles don't come to you because you work harder or wish for them. They come to you when you're open, when you're fully present, fully aware, and fully alive in this moment. You don't need to fix your life to experience a miracle. You don't need to wait until you've got it all figured out. What you need is to shift your attention, to step out of your head and into the stillness that's always here. So how do you do that? It's simple. Take a deep breath. Right now, breathe in and out. Notice how you feel in your body. Notice the sounds around you, the sensation of your breath moving in and out. That's presence, that's the shift. And here's the crazy part: when you do this, even for just a moment, something incredible happens. You stop resisting life, you stop fighting reality, and suddenly the things you've been searching for, the solutions, the opportunities, the peace, they start to find you. Because here's the secret: life flows through the present moment. It doesn't exist in the past, it's not waiting in the future, it's happening right now. And when you're aligned with it, miracles become natural. You don't need to earn miracles. You don't need to force them. You just need to notice them. So take a moment today to pause, to breathe, to let go of trying so hard. Because the shift is simple, but the impact, it's life-changing. Miracles are already here, and they're waiting for you in the now. Let me share something with you that might sound shocking at first. The life you're waiting for, the peace, the abundance, the miracles, they're already here. They're not out there somewhere in the future or in some distant dream. You don't need to chase them. You don't need to force them. They are within you right now. But the key to unlocking them is simpler than you think. It all starts with something as basic as your breath. Most of us take our breath for granted, don't we? It's just there, happening in the background. We don't even notice it most of the time. But the moment you start to pay attention to your breath, something remarkable happens. You realize it's not just air moving in and out, it's a direct connection to the present moment, a bridge to the peace, clarity, and power that are always available to you. Think about it. When you're overwhelmed, stressed, or lost in thoughts, what's the first thing you stop doing? Breathing deeply. We get so caught up in our minds, in all the worries and emotions swirling around, that we forget we have this anchor within us. Your breath is steady, it's constant, and it's always with you. No matter what's going on in your life, no matter how crazy things feel, your breath is there, always guiding you back to the present. Here's the thing, most people don't realize that the miracle you want starts with the simple act of being present. The truth is, all that mental noise, the constant worrying, analyzing, planning, it keeps you stuck. It keeps you disconnected from the very thing that holds the answers you need. The moment you shift your focus to your breath, you begin to quiet that noise. It's like hitting a reset button in your mind. Try this right now. Just take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for a second. And slowly let it out through your mouth. Don't rush it. Pay attention to how the air feels as it moves in and out of your body. Notice how your chest rises and falls. Feel your body softening with each exhale. Did you feel that? That moment of stillness, that pause, that's presence. And in that presence, you're no longer at the mercy of your thoughts. You've created a gap between you and the constant noise of your mind. And in that gap, that space of stillness, there is freedom. That's where you begin to connect with the power of the present moment. Now, this isn't just about feeling good in the moment. When you make a habit of this, something incredible begins to unfold. You start to see with more clarity. You stop making decisions out of fear or stress, and instead, you start making choices from a place of inner alignment. The things you once thought were complicated or out of reach, they start to flow naturally toward you. And this isn't just some coincidence. It's the law of alignment. The more you connect with the present moment, the more you're aligned with your true self. You stop chasing the future, and instead, you start attracting what's meant for you. Here's the real key. This isn't some abstract concept. It's a simple practice that you can do anytime. All you have to do is pause, take a few deep breaths, and come back to the present moment. Stop whatever you're doing, even if it's just for a minute, and breathe. Inhale slowly through your nose, hold for a second, and exhale completely through your mouth. Focus on the sensation of your breath. Feel the air coming in and going out. Notice the rhythm of your body. Don't get caught up in thoughts. If your mind starts wandering, and it will just bring it back to the breath, let yourself stay in that moment. This practice may seem small, but its impact is profound. Each time you do it, you're training your mind to stay present, to let go of the noise, and to reconnect with the stillness within. And in that stillness, that's where your miracles unfold. So, let me tell you this: when you're feeling overwhelmed, when life seems like too much, remember this simple truth: your breath is always with you. It's a tool, a guide, a way to reconnect with the present. Use it, trust it, and watch as the stillness within you begins to transform your world. The miracle you're waiting for. It's already here. It's always been here. You just need to remember how to feel it. Have you ever noticed the constant voice in your head? You know, the one that never stops talking, always analyzing, worrying, replaying the past, or planning the future. For most of us, this mental chatter feels normal, even necessary. But here's the truth: that voice, it's the very thing keeping you from experiencing the miracles you're looking for. Let me explain. Your mind is like a restless machine, always moving, always busy. It loves to dwell on what's already happened or stress about what might happen next. And while it feels productive, This endless cycle of thought actually pulls you away from the most powerful place you could ever be, the present moment. Think about it. While your mind is stuck replaying that mistake you made last week or worrying about something in the future, life is happening right now. But you're missing it. And here's the thing, miracles don't happen in the past or the future. They only happen in the now. So how do you step out of this constant mental noise? How do you break free from that endless stream of thoughts and finally experience the flow of life? The answer is simpler than you might think. You become aware. Awareness is the key. It starts with realizing one shocking truth: you are not your thoughts. Let me say that again, you are not your thoughts. That voice in your head, it's just a conditioned pattern, like background music playing on repeat. When you understand this, something incredible happens. Instead of being lost in your thoughts, you start to observe them. Let's try it right now. Take a moment. Pause. Notice the thoughts running through your mind. Don't judge them or try to stop them, just watch. Maybe your mind is saying, "What is this supposed to do?" or "Am I doing this right?" That's okay. Just observe it. Do you feel that slight shift? That's awareness. And here's what's so powerful about it: the moment you observe your thoughts, you create space between you and the noise. In that space, there's stillness. And in that stillness, miracles start to unfold. You might wonder, how does this actually help me? Here's the secret. When you step into that stillness, you align yourself with the flow of life. You're no longer resisting, no longer forcing. Instead, you're in harmony with the creative energy of the universe. This isn't just some abstract idea. In this state, solutions seem to come out of nowhere. Opportunities show up when you least expect them. The things you've been chasing begin to find their way to you. It's not magic, it's what happens when you stop blocking the flow of life with constant mental noise. Now, let me warn you, the mind won't like this. It will fight to pull you back into its stories. It will try to convince you that you need to think more, plan more, worry more. That's okay. When that happens, simply bring your attention back to the present. Here's how you do it. Take a deep breath in and out. Feel the sensation of the air entering your body. Notice the sounds around you, the way your body feels in this moment. These simple steps bring you back to now, and the now is where miracles live. This doesn't mean you have to stop thinking altogether. Thoughts will still come and go. The difference is, now you know they're just thoughts. You don't have to believe them. You don't have to follow them. Instead, you can choose to stay present. So start small. Take a few moments each day to pause, breathe, and notice the stillness that's always here, underneath the noise. It's not about doing more or trying harder. It's about letting go and simply being. And when you do, you'll find something incredible. The miracles you've been searching for aren't somewhere out there, they're here. They've always been here, waiting for you in the stillness of the now. Let's talk about something so simple, so ordinary, that it's often overlooked: your breath. Most of us take it for granted. It's just there, happening in the background, keeping us alive. But what if I told you that your breath is more than just air moving in and out? What if it's a bridge, one that connects you to the stillness, clarity, and power you need to manifest miracles? You see, in the middle of all the chaos in your mind, your breath is always here, steady and unchanging. No matter what's going on, whether you're stressed, overthinking, or caught up in your emotions, your breath remains a quiet anchor. It's a doorway to the present moment. And the present moment? That's where the magic happens. Here's the secret: when you focus on your breath, you're not just calming your body, you're quieting the endless noise of your mind. That constant chatter, the worrying, the analyzing, the planning starts to fade. And in its place, a sense of peace and stillness begins to rise. Let's try it together. Take a deep breath in through your nose and hold it for a moment. Now slowly let it out through your mouth. Do it again, but this time pay attention to the sensation of the air moving through your nose, filling your lungs, and then leaving your body. Feel how your chest rises and falls. Notice how your body softens as you exhale. Did you feel it? That brief pause? That quiet stillness? That's not just relaxation, it's presence. When you shift your attention to your breath, you stop feeding the endless loop of thoughts in your head. You create space, a gap between you and the mental noise, and in that gap there's freedom. Now, this isn't just about feeling calm in the moment. When you connect to your breath regularly, something extraordinary begins to happen. You start to live with more clarity. You make better decisions, not out of fear or pressure, but from a place of inner alignment. The things you once struggled to figure out seem to unfold naturally. This isn't coincidence, it's the power of being fully present. Here's a simple practice you can use anytime. Pause and breathe. Stop whatever you're doing, even if just for a minute. Take 3 deep breaths. Inhale slowly through your nose, hold for a second, and exhale completely through your mouth. Feel the breath focus entirely on the sensation of breathing. Notice the temperature of the air as it enters and exits. Feel the rhythm of your body as it moves. Let yourself become absorbed in this simple act. Let go of thought if your mind starts to wander, and it will gently bring it back to the breath. Don't fight your thoughts or try to make them stop. Just return your focus to breathing over and over again. This practice may seem small, but its effects are profound. Each time you do this, you're retraining your mind. You're shifting from the noise of overthinking to the stillness of awareness. And here's the best part: this stillness is where miracles begin. It's the space where new ideas emerge, solutions appear, and opportunities flow effortlessly. It's not about doing more or trying harder, it's about stepping into the now, one breath at a time. So, the next time you feel overwhelmed or stuck, remember this: your breath is always with you. It's a tool, a guide, a way to reconnect with the present. Use it, trust it, and watch as the stillness within you transforms your outer world. The miracles you're seeking aren't something distant or unreachable. They're not waiting for you in some far-off future. The truth is, the miracle you desire already exists. It's closer than you think. The key to experiencing it is shifting how you see and feel. Most people live in a state of waiting. They think, I'll feel happy when this happens, or I'll feel abundant once I have this. But this mindset creates a gap between where you are and where you want to be. It's like putting your desires on hold. Here's the secret: life doesn't give you what you're chasing, it reflects the energy you're radiating right now. When you live in a state of waiting or lack, you unintentionally create more of it. But if you step into the feeling of already having what you desire, something incredible happens. Your energy shifts, and that shift opens the door for your miracle to unfold. To begin, Take a moment to stop. Pause whatever you're doing. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Inhale deeply, hold it for a moment, and exhale slowly. Let yourself settle into the present moment. Feel the weight of your body, the rhythm of your breath, the quiet hum of life around you. This is the space where all things are possible. Now think about what you desire. Maybe it's abundance, love, peace, or a solution to a problem you've been struggling with. But don't think of it as something out of reach. Instead, imagine it's already here, fully present in your life. What does it feel like to have it? Not just mentally, but emotionally and physically. If you're visualizing abundance, picture the freedom it brings. Feel the ease, the confidence, the gratitude of having all that you need. If you're thinking about love, imagine the warmth, connection, and joy of being surrounded by it. Don't focus on the details of how it will happen, focus on how it feels now that it's already true. Let this feeling grow inside you. Let it expand until it fills your entire being. And as you do, allow gratitude to rise within you. Say thank you for this abundance, this love, this peace, whatever your miracle may be. Let the gratitude feel real and alive. When you feel gratitude, you align yourself with receiving. It's not about pretending or wishing, it's about embodying the energy of the miracle as though it's already yours. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance, from waiting to presence. As you do this, notice what happens. Your energy begins to change. You're no longer in a state of longing or struggle. You're aligned with the outcome you desire, and life responds to this alignment in ways you can't predict. Opportunities arise, solutions appear, and the people or resources you need find their way to you. This isn't about forcing or controlling, it's about allowing. The shift is subtle but profound. When you feel the miracle is already here, you step into a flow where life naturally supports you. Practice this daily, even if just for a few minutes. Let yourself connect with the energy of already having what you desire. The more you do, the more you'll notice a shift not just in your emotions, but in the circumstances around you. The miracle has always been here, waiting for you to recognize it. And the moment you feel it, the moment you embody it, is the moment it begins to reveal itself in your life.